Hello, my name is Sharon McClendon, and I'm presenting to you my Geography in My Backyard project. And it was conducted at the Ingram Transit Center Trailhead in San Antonio, which is right across from Ingram Park and Ride, and it's also adjacent to the Ingram Transit Center. There's a little deer that I walked upon as I came in. This is the bridge. When you first enter in here on the sides, you see where the flow of the river usually is dry, but because of nice rain that we had the last few days, everything is plush and green. As you can see here, there's plenty of water there. Usually it's a dry riverbed, so actually that will work to our advantage for this slide. As you look down that same bridge to the right, you see soil erosion. And to the left, you'll see mechanical weathering. The difference between erosion requires movement, such as from water or soil. And weathering does not require movement. It's just done based on physical, biological, and different things that's going on with the rock itself. There is water erosion to the right, as I mentioned in the other video, and mechanical weathering on the left, and that is because the rock is changing physically, but it has the same composition. The rock is just breaking off into smaller pieces. And to the right, erosion, which I said is caused by movement, is caused by the surface of the water flow. If you look to the left there where the water is, that is the erosion there, from the soil to the water. And then again, we have a full river here at this location here. Water levels than usual due to recent rain. The water seeps into cracks and fractures in the rocks on the left. The top of this rock here is going through the weathering process, which is the breakdown of rocks by physical, chemical, and biological action. And that's just a longer picture of that same rock. Here, biological weathering. The seeds falls into the cracks, and rain makes seeds grow. Roots force their way into the crack and break up the rock as they grow. As the roots grow, they break up the rocks into smaller pieces, which is also biological weathering. If you look to the top, you'll see that the rocks are beginning to break apart from the middle. And then if you look to the right, you'll see also smaller pieces as they break apart from the middle due to biological weathering. Also, animals burrowing can also break up rock. If you look right under the red line there, you'll see that hole caused by probably a squirrel or a snake or something that's burrowing there, which also contributes to the chemical breakdown and weathering of the rocks there. Here's also biological weathering on the ground and the trees caused by animals burrowing. If you look to the bottom there, you'll see where an animal has burrowed up from the ground, going up towards the top of the tree, on the tree limb. It's probably like a bird nest or a squirrel or something living in that hole that's also contributing to the biological weathering of that tree. This is biological weather of a rock. This is biochemical weathering in trees. You can see the white there and the green on the branches there and limbs. This is mechanical weathering, which is caused by the plants and the trees growing up and causing the rock to break and uh, and spread apart into smaller pieces. Here's a biological weathering tree. It's because the roots at the bottom, which you really can't see in this picture, they are growing up, which is causing the tree to grow outwards on both sides instead of up as a tree would normally grow. Here is the cliff soil erosion caused by movement of the soil, and that's the top of the cliff where it's separating from. This is just a picture of the trail, and it's still a beautiful day. Oh, here I had to climb up a ledge to get this elevation and view. It looks like a lush forest. It's really pretty from this view. Here is chemical weathering. It's caused by flow of water. If you look at the top there, where the rocks are, you'll see a little bit of water, but it is starting to dry up, but you can see the flow of the water when there is water there due to rain and when there's water here in the river instead of a dry riverbed. Here's rock weathering. It looks like the middle one could be starting some chemical weathering because of the coloring. Here's chemical weathering on the bars, and then another view of the soil erosion to the right and the mechanical weathering to the right. Oh, and this lady here, she's smiling at me. If you look in the middle, you can see a lady smiling. This here is chemical weathering by oxidation of iron-rich minerals or rusting. Thank you. Come again.